Welcome to 5 Pints In, the show where we're literally 5 pints in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, we're not actually 5 pints in. I'm 15 pints in. And my two boys are only 3 pints in.
Well, I'm on my fourth now, so I'll get there in a little bit.
She said don't snitch.
All right. I was going to say, so you weigh it up.
Yeah, we've got we've got breathalyzers on the
sorted.
microphone, so we can test it here. It's this new technology we got going.
Unless you're at least 3 pints in.
It's new technology, is it?
Yeah, so you breathe into your microphone, I can tell how many pints you've had. All right, well, let's start off. First of all, just collectively, I want to say fuck the coronavirus. I think it's a good episode title.
Excuse me?
I said fuck the coronavirus for many reasons. I mean, it's bad as it is.
Have we got a bleep mechanism?
No, we don't need a bleak mechanism.
A bleak mechanism.
Just an average mechanism. So, I mean, obviously it's terrible what's happening, but it's obviously affecting football pretty bad. And, I mean, the footballers were, Wayne Rooney came out and said he thought they were treated like guinea pigs. And I thought they were. I thought it took too long to suspend it, as sad as I am that it is suspended. But it's sort of up in the air right now, and who knows what's going to happen. And, Ian, it's obviously you had plans to go to a lot of the games. So how is it? You're
plans.
Yeah.
I had the best plans ever, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had the best plans ever. Bournemouth Saturday, West Ham Sunday, Everton Liverpool Monday, Man City Real Madrid Tuesday, and it's all just fucking gone now.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm stuck.
Yeah, you actually
I'm stuck.
actually can't come back to the US.
Wow.
I'm stuck in the pubs in England.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible because hopefully
Aren't they saying
what Boris Johnson's saying?
Yeah.
He's not going to be like the rest of the world. He's not going to shut the pubs because if he does, I'm fucked.
Yeah, he doesn't want to shut them, but he says he's asking you not to go to them.
He's what? What did he say?
He said try not to go to them. I'm pretty sure he just came out.
Try not to shut them. I'm trying really hard for him not to shut them.
So, just on that topic then, I mean, one game I do want to go back to is like the PSG Dortmund game, where PSG knocked Dortmund out of the Champions League. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with the Champions League and with the rest of the league even, and we'll get to that in just a second. But one thing I thought was interesting was PSG coming back against Dortmund. It made me question how big of a factor the Dortmund away fans are, and we've spoken about them once before, seeing them back in the Champions League against City at the Etihad. I mean, Ian, coming from your point of view as a professional footballer, how important are those away fans when you go away from home?
Like, they are. Look, they used to being together 50,000 strong, and wherever they travel, mate, they have an effect on everything. You know what? I think they're a team now, mate. Don't you believe that? Nobody cares if they really win. Or if they don't win, if they get so far, their fans love them anyway. Yeah,
I mean it's more of they bleed black and yellow, don't they? It's more of a culture than a fan base. I mean they're
yeah.
But
you would see
they go so far every year,
yeah,
and they still bring the same amount of fans. It's like, don't you wish everywhere was like that?
Yeah. I mean, I think,
It's not though, is it? Everything is win-based.
Yeah. Where
fans are concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think with the big, what you would call the big European clubs, it definitely happens like that.
What was the thing about they were having a little pop at what's his name? Erling Haaland.
Yeah, so this is another.
They having a go at him, was they?
So basically, and I had a conversation with Connor about this, and I think we're at opposite ends of this argument. So at the end of,
let's get it out there then.
Yeah, so at the end of the PSG,
come on.
At the end of the PSG Dortmund game, the whole of the PSG team basically made fun of Erling Haaland. They did his celebration.
Neymar did it after he scored.
Yeah, Neymar did it after he scored. They were basically making fun of him. I think he went on.
Did you say Neymar? What a tosser.
Yeah. So I think
So it was him.
I think it was really petty for them to do that, and honestly, like, you know, we talk about whether they planned it or not, but Cavani came out and said he wanted no part of it, so I think it was obviously planned. I just think it was stupid. I think Haaland's a young kid and he's brilliant, and I think there was a bit of jealousy that they were down.
Better than Cavani.
Oh yeah,
but
Yeah.
in the
Better than
Jordan
Cavani.
sense, Cavani's being the good guy, so it's like you don't have to. He's not saying, "Oh, he's better than me," so I'm not doing it. In my opinion, I think Haaland's the type of player that I mean, yeah, look at him. He's at Dortmund. I think he's the type of player that if you put a fire under his ass, he's gonna, you know, I saw something that said he seems like the type of player that he's gonna get revenge on each one of these players
Every day of his life, mate. Every
Yeah.
day, eventually.
Yeah, you
Every
do
day
something
was
to
like
upset
it,
him, he's gonna come at you tenfold, you know.
I could see it.
He won't be upset about it.
I thought it was just banter. That's
yeah,
why
it's banter, but
I liked it. You know, I
the
thought
thing
it was
is,
funny.
it's cheesy though. The whole PSG team have planned to do it. It's just like, I don't know. I just think it's just needless. I mean, it's just stupid. Get back at him on the pitch.
All right, but then you got to look at him doing it first, you know.
What is he? He just said Paris is my city before the game. I mean, that's all he said. You know, that's just a bit of hype.
When he had that celebration before.
Oh, what's wrong with it? I mean, you know.
You know, it's like the whole like. I mean, Morata had the whole like shooting a bow and arrow, and he would do that. And
yeah, I mean, look, Sadio Mane makes fun of Firmino, doesn't he?
exactly.
Like in a joke
That's what
way.
I'm saying. You know, like.
Yeah, look, there should be an edge to every competition, to every game.
Exactly.
You know
It just
what?
wasn't an edge for me, though. It was cheesy.
I liked it, and what I meant to actually say was, I think it was Diego Costa. Sorry, he did the like El Matador thing, you know, where he would like he was playing against.
Yeah.
I think I'm wrong though, but it was definitely someone that would do it against the Spanish clubs, and I like that. You know, it was like, you know, he put a target on his back.
Well, that's fine, isn't it? Look, if you're out there, mate, if you're out there banging the goals in, you can do what the fuck you want, really.
Yeah.
You know? You can do what you want. You can offend anyone. You can say what you want. You can do what you want. And if he is the top of the tree right now, as far as young strikers are concerned,
Oh, 100%.
looking at his goal fucking record,
And just how he plays.
and to be at Dortmund, a club like Dortmund, who bring these players along, he will go to one of the bigger clubs eventually.
Yeah, hopefully City.
Maybe in a year or whatever. But it's like, look, I played alongside his dad, Alfie, and he was a decent standard of a player, you know. It looks to me like his son is way better than he was, which is nice, you know.
Yeah.
I would have loved for one of you two to become better than me.
I think I am better than you, to be fair.
What at? What at? What are you better than me at, Con?
All right, let's play 1-on-1. Come back and
One-on-one.
Yeah.
What, table tennis?
Oh wait, he can't come back. So
Yeah, exactly. I'll kick you in the knee and just run the ball around.
No, don't go back, no. What are you better than me at, though, Con? Darts?
he beat you in pool the other day. I remember that.
He beat me a field the other day, yeah, you did,
Yeah.
yeah.
I beat everyone. I beat
Yeah,
him
but
twice.
he knows he's not better than me. He beat me the other day on a shitty table with shitty cues.
I played on the same
Yeah.
table and with the same cue. It wasn't
Yeah, I know you did.
wasn't a
All right,
disadvantage
Con.
to
Anyway.
anyone.
Anyway,
Connie,
What's up?
you beat me. Well played.
I know.
so
Let's best of five.
Nah,
Best
I
of five
retired.
for £100.
I retired.
Would you do it? Yeah, you would retire. Yeah, I understand that. Hey, listen. While I've been home, I won £1,000.
doing what?
Cheltenham,
Nice.
the
one,
races.
one of the
I
sports
had
that weren't.
I had 3 £5 doubles and a £5 treble. On the Wednesday, listen to the story. I met Megan, obviously your sister, my daughter. I took her to the Hollybush in Loughton, and I'd won £1,000, 3 horses, 3 £5 doubles and a £5 treble. But I did the second, the third race, the second race, the third race, and the fifth race was on my 3 doubles and a treble. So the fourth race, I did a single bet, right?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had on my 3 £5 doubles and a £5 treble, I had a 3-1, a 4-1, a 5-1. But in between, I had the fourth race, I had a single £10 bet. So when I left the pub to go across the road to get me winnings, I figured that out was about £1,000, right? I screwed me bet up, the one I'd lost, and threw it in the bin outside in the street.
Yeah.
When I got to the betting shop, I put me slip over the counter, and he went, "This is a losing bet." I'd only screwed me £1,000 slip up and threw it in the bin outside, right? And I went to the geezer. I went, "Hey, is there any way you'll still pay me out anyway?" And he went, "I doubt it." So now I had to go back. It's the bin.
Did you
it was
get
like
it?
A wooden,
Did you
it
go?
was like a wooden bin in the street, right?
Yeah.
You listening?
I wish someone has a picture.
Yeah,
of that.
so Ian Bishop dumpster diving is the picture we're looking for if
Mate,
anyone has
bin
it.
dipping. I was bin
Sandwich
dipping.
in his mouth.
I had to turn my head on the side. I turned my head on the side to put my head in the bin. And I put my arm in. And I found the screwed up slip. And as I pulled my head out, I looked up. And your sister, Megan, was looking out the pub window going, "What the fuck are you doing, Dad?"
All this coronavirus, they're telling you to wash your hands 20
I know.
times a day.
I didn't care, mate. It was £1,000.
Waist deep
I
in
would
the
get the
dumpster.
virus.
So you did you got it then? You got the slip out.
I got the slip. I opened
Put
it
a
up.
banana peel on
I
it.
took it in. I would get the coronavirus for £1,000, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't if I was you. I think I would.
Yeah, I think it's affecting the elderly.
Yeah. The elderly
You fucking
dumpster
joking me, you
dive.
two.
So what you're saying is we're getting some new 5 pints in microphones with that £1,000 win then.
Well, I think
If you make it
I've
back.
got to the end of it, mate. I've
Yeah.
got my last 100 on me right now. I've been here for a while.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, let's get back to the football then. I mean, that was a good story there. But let's get back to the football.
All right, then.
So what do you think is going to happen then? Like, what do you think should happen with the end of the season? Like, who do you think they should? Do you think Liverpool should be given the Premier League title? Do you think
It won't be the same, mate. It'll all be tainted, won't it?
it will? Yeah, there's going to be an asterisk next to their name, isn't there?
They still miles away. They should be given it,
Yeah.
but it's tainted. The problem lies below with the relegation.
Right.
If you look at it, and I don't have the table in front of me, but I think Villa have a game in hand. There's 4 teams on 27 points, is there?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, you look at it. Have a look at it,
Yeah.
mate.
So we've got in so Norwich are on 21, 29 games. Villa have a game in
Forget
hand.
Norwich.
Yeah.
Forget Norwich, don't we?
Villa.
Forget Norwich.
Yeah, Villa have a game in hand. Well, I mean, they could. Well,
What do you mean? All it takes is 2 wins
mathematically,
to
they
get
could
back.
get out. Norwich could.
You can't stop it now, can you?
No,
You just can't.
no, they can't.
It's
But
going to be
so here's the
I
thing.
mean, people have
financially
recovered from
for everybody.
worse.
Yeah.
It's going to be a disaster.
So here are the options that I've heard. I've heard they could push the Euros back to 2021 and finish off the season. That's assuming that everything's been contained and sorted out before then. But the
Yeah, but
problem,
nobody cares about the Euros, Jordy,
well,
because
here's
it
what.
hasn't happened yet.
No, I understand, but here's who cares about the Euros. I read about this today. So the big domestic leagues, they have their television contracts that they have to figure out if the games don't take place. But the other countries rely on the payments from UEFA that come out of the international tournaments. So there's going to be a lot of leagues that are in hot water if
So they can't do it.
so they can't. I mean, they need the Euros to get their payout they're expecting for the league to function, for the foreign leagues to function the way they do.
Exactly.
I'm not talking the big leagues. I'm talking the smaller European leagues.
And it was like there was a limit, you know, there was a dead end. Like they had the Euros coming up, so it's not like I think this is an amazing idea to just push it back 1 year. Plus,
Well,
then we got the World Cup.
Amazing, but how many leagues are going to go bankrupt because of it?
Everyone playing this summer, you know.
No, but the leagues. What I'm saying is like the leagues.
Oh, from the Euros.
Yeah, the leagues, the federations, the smaller countries get a lot of money. Like we were talking about
They
earlier.
can't last another year.
I don't know. I don't know
One season,
I don't know
you know?
the finances, but I know. I mean, the Euros every 4 years. You know, with the World Cup, with the intermittent years, it's like I don't really know. I think.
What about what they said about the Champions League and the Europa League?
Yeah, they're saying cut it down.
Do one leg or whatever.
One.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, and they talked about doing it in Istanbul, so it's on technically neutral ground. But what do you do with the remaining leg? I mean, Real Madrid were meant to come to the Etihad, you know, and I know.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Isn't this everybody's over exaggerating everything? Isn't this the way the world is going right now?
Yeah,
when we talk about football and how football's gone, and it's now, like we said last week about the petulance and the fucking these footballers and how delicate they are. Isn't this the way the world's going right now?
Yeah, but
Are we all delicate? Are we all fucking delicate?
I think it's more to do with not yourself getting sick, but the older and already sick people and stopping the spread to them.
We're more informed.
And I think there's a lot of
Isn't this nature? Isn't this nature getting rid of the old? And
well, not really, because it's it's come out of it's supposedly come out of a market where exotic animals are being chopped and eaten, from what I've read, and that's not nature. You know what I mean? Like,
no, but isn't has anybody got it in Russia?
I think minimal cases though.
Africa is the continent with the smallest amount.
Yeah, but South Africa just cancelled the cricket and the football as well.
Yeah, but I think North Africa, because I think it's transferred from people going on planes, you know, and traveling. I would say North Africa is where people travel the least.
Right.
Listen. I was supposed to fly back next Sunday, and we were on hold for 2 hours with American Airlines. 2 friggin' hours on hold on the phone.
Yeah.
Right. And then when they come back, they went, "Oh yeah, we can change the flight," but because my flight was supposed to come through Charlotte to Fort Lauderdale, Charlotte isn't a place where you get screened. So they've said to me, you have to find another place, Chicago, New York, or Miami. So I said, can we get a flight to Miami? And they went, yeah. And they sorted me a flight back to Miami. And they said they would give me confirmation by email. Mm-hmm. I've had no confirmation. So
I think you'll still be quarantined for 2 weeks, though.
No, they're not allowing anyone in.
No, they.
So quarantine. Look, you know your nanny Annie.
Yeah.
I was going to take her to see Auntie and Anne in Hull.
Yeah.
And she's got to be quarantined for 4 months. She's going to be in a house for 4 months full of cigarette smoke. Right? So as long as she doesn't get that virus,
yeah,
her house, her flat is going to be just filled with smoke.
And just to fill people in, you're talking about your mum.
My mum, yeah. My mum. Your nan.
Yeah.
How's she going to sell her cigarette cartons?
I know, yeah. She was doing it today. I went over to see her today. It stunk. My clothes stink.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So you do think you're coming back, or I mean, you waiting on that email confirmation?
I actually don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. If I'm stuck here, I'm stuck in England. I'll go. I was out with Roy, and I've got to see Dave tomorrow. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I just miss you two. I miss you two.
Yeah,
I miss coming up and doing a show in the studio.
Yeah.
Kitchen,
It's much easier and it's better in person.
whatever it is.
It's the podcast studio.
It's the podcast studio.
So
I just miss you. I miss the both of you anyway.
yeah, we miss you too. You know,
That
not to get all
wasn't
weird.
convincing, mate. That wasn't convincing.
Yeah, I
didn't hear anything from you.
I didn't think I could make it sound
Are
convincing.
you missing me, son?
I didn't even.
He's just kicking a ball around outside so he can beat you when he gets back. When you get back.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
So what do you? How does the season? How does it get? Like, how does it get resolved then? How do you finish this? What do you think?
It doesn't, mate. Does it? It's look. We've got the government involved. It's nothing to do with sport. So we have to adhere to what the NHS says over here, or what the authorities say as far as the health situation in America.
So a Champions League mini tournament then in Turkey. Does that solve the Champions League? Does that satisfy the Champions League winner, or does that also bring it?
You know what? You know what's sad for me, mate. You know what's sad for me? It's going to taint Liverpool's title, and they deserve it like you wouldn't believe.
I don't think he'll taint it.
Champions League, if they change it, it's going to taint it. Man City are supposedly going out next season anyway, or whatever.
Well, they've pushed back the Court of Arbitration of Sports have pushed back the ruling. You know, dealing with the ruling, dealing with the ruling of this because of the coronavirus. So who knows if that suspends the suspension, or I don't know.
Suspends the suspension.
Yeah. So it pushes the suspension.
That's how stupid it's all become, mate. You know.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? The game was changing anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The game has changed anyway. The world is changing anyway. What? That was a hit, by the way. Sorry.
You just see a ghost? You know, you know what the saddest thing is, though, as a City fan?
What, me doing that? I just hiccup.
Yeah, that's the saddest thing. We may have seen David Silva play his last game for Man City.
Wow.
You know?
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. I'll just flip it around in the post edit, so that's the noise you make when I say that.
You can edit that, though. You can edit that, can't you?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
mate.
isn't that it's a sad thought. All right, so let's move on from the coronavirus stuff then, because I mean it's been covered, and I mean nobody really knows what's going to happen. There's a meeting that actually comes out that they're having today where they're going to come out with some sort of answer, I think. But anyway, so without the games over there, then what have you been up to then? What have you been?
Oh mate,
busy
I was supposed to be at the Bournemouth Palace game on Saturday, and I got in touch with two of my mates that I hadn't seen or spoke to really for about 30 years. Big John Williams, he does the radio down at Bournemouth, and Richie Cook, little Charlie Cook. I told him I was coming down, and when the game was cancelled, Willow phoned and said, "Oh, the games are off. Are you not going to come down?" I went, "No, mate, I'm going to come down and see it anyway." So I ended up going down and spending a day with Willow and Charlie Cook. And Charlie Cook was an old Chelsea player. His name was Richard Cook. He played for Tottenham and Bournemouth with me, but we used to call him Charlie. Anyway, it's not sad. Anyway, they reminded me of a story that when I first signed for Bournemouth, Within the first week of me signing, we went on a pre-season tour of Lisbon, of Portugal, and I don't know if you know, Willow's like 6'4", 6'4", maybe tall like you, Con, and we were out drinking in Lisbon in the town centre, and me, Charlie, Cook, Noose, and Sean Close, we stripped Willow. We took all his clothes off except his Aaron jumper. He had this Aaron jumper that was too short, so we stripped him in the middle of Lisbon. He had to make his way about a mile away from the hotel. He had to make his way back to the hotel with no pants and no underpants on. And the Aaron jumper was really too short. So he got back to the hotel and he got the keys for mine and Noose's room and Kookie and Sean Close's room. And he proceeded to throw the suitcases out of the window. We come round the corner, me, Noose, Kookie, and we had this massive bang. It sounded like a bomb had gone off. As we came round the corner, one of the suitcases had hit a car. We were on the 5th floor in the hotel in Lisbon. One of the suitcases had banged on the top of the car. As we looked up, there was clothes. It was like raining clothes, Kookie's passport was floating down, and he'd seen it and recognised it was a passport. Honestly. And then as we looked up on the 5th floor, Willow was going back in, bringing more clobber out to throw out the window. The light went on below him. The light right underneath the room.
Yeah.
And as Willow went back in, the light, somebody stuck their head out of the room below. It was Harry. It was Harry Redknapp, the manager. So as Willow was throwing the gear out the window of the hotel, Harry stuck his head out, and then Willow came back out, throwing some more stuff. Harry looked up and went, he caught Willow and went, "Don't you fucking move." And then he looked down at us. We were up below with all the clothes wear and the suitcases. He went, "Wait there, I'm coming down." So obviously, as soon as he put his head back in, we fucking legged it. We went back to our room. Willow was obviously banged to rights because Harry had seen him. Anyway, I have this vision of Willow. He's like 6'4", 6'5", whatever, in an Aaron jumper, going up to the desk at the hotel, saying, "Can I have the key for this room, that room, and that room?" And obviously, because the counter, they probably see he's just wearing a jumper, and the vision from behind, with his bare arse.
That's how he got the keys.
Yeah.
Well, Harry went. Oh, he came in our room and he went, "You fucking don't. I want to see you in the morning." Anyway, he ran the plums off us the next day.
This was when you first got to.
I remember looking out my window and seeing little Richard Cook climbing on cars, picking all his clothes up, trying to put them back in the suitcase. And I swear, for 30 years, I'd forgotten that story.
I mean, so how do you think that compares with the pre-season stories they have today? Like, it's obviously much different.
It's chalk and cheese, mate, innit?
Yeah.
Chalk and cheese. Nothing like that could ever happen again, mate.
No.
Which is what I miss.
Illegal shit.
What I miss most about the game is the boys and them times, like them stories. That will never happen again.
What do you think?
It will never happen.
What do you think it is that's changed it so much? Is it money? Is it, is it the international success of the Premier League?
Social media, mate. Because look, like we're doing this right now. We're doing this podcast, and we want to do it so we can say what we want, don't we?
Yeah.
Your life has stopped. That's stopped. You're not allowed to anymore. Like the virus, everything's got sensitive, mate. It's a worse version of the flu. Life is ending. This shit that's happening today, mate, it's the beginning of the end. If everything stops because of an outbreak of something like this, which is not deadly, really. I know people die, and it's wrong to say it.
Yeah, a lot
and
of
I
people
don't
do.
need to. Yeah, I know, mate. Yeah, but it's the weak and the old. It's.
Okay, but yeah, this was such a major scare. You don't. I mean, yeah, I don't think we should keep talking
There's no
about
going
this.
back from it, though, Con, is there?
Yeah, but there's
no going back.
You learn from it. Next
Well,
flu that we get,
your body naturally learns from it as well.
Well,
like
that
you,
too.
what
you,
I'm
I'm
trying to
talking about
say
the
is,
internet scare. You know,
I'm not talking about the effect it has on your physical being. I'm saying the effect it has on the economy, and sports in general. If now we're stopping everything because of this, it's not going to get any better, is it? The next thing that happens is got to be worse.
I mean,
Whether it's 10 years, 20 years,
yeah,
whatever, it's only going to get worse.
I mean,
who knows when that'll be? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the league stopped during the World Wars, didn't it?
Yeah. What? Exactly. Yeah. So
And
did
we
the
came
World
back
Cup
from that,
and everything.
didn't we?
Yeah, we did come back. And you know, there was physical enemies during that. I think once.
Different generation now, and a generation of fighters.
Yeah.
We're not a
country's
generation
split
of
in
fighters
two.
no more.
But all so pathetic today.
How
It's
do you
not
feel,
a generation of fighters, is it?
How do you feel about?
Yeah, I have to trust you two. I have to rely on you now. Don't be a generation of whatever. Look, you're supposed to be the next fighters, the next breed of fighters. The world today, you're not fighters, are you? I don't mean you two in general, but
I mean, we fight, you know.
Are you running for
you
parliament?
fight with
right
each
now?
other. You fight with each other, but you're not. It's not. It doesn't fill me full of fucking hope, to be honest.
All right, yeah, Dad. Let me ask you something. Mason Mount is getting a lot of backlash from Chelsea fans. Chelsea fans are saying that.
He went another kid.
And the club. Yeah.
Ball with Declan Rice, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that just dumb, or is that just like I am? I would say I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
not-
but
he's supposed to be in quarantine, but Declan Rice wasn't, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
true.
Declan Rice isn't getting much from it.
So if you don't feel anything, do you just get on with your life?
Well, one
Is
of
he
the
wrong?
one of the arguments is if they should have all been tested. They have the money for it. You know, they have the facilities for it. You know, every player should be tested. You know, if they're cleared, you know, I think they can go. If it's like me and Jordan were talking about the UFC, if both fighters don't have the coronavirus, they should be allowed to continue these fights. They don't need to fight in front of fans. You know, it's the same thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
mate. But are you going to do it behind closed doors, or what's the point?
well, that's what
They did it last weekend. Well, the UFC did it. I know we're getting off of football here,
Yeah.
but the UFC did it in Brazil last weekend with no fans, and it was actually it's a completely different sport. Though it was better because you could hear.
Same thing with
The punches and stuff like that,
PSG
but-
Dortmund, you hear the players telling
Wait a
them to
minute.
call.
It is a better sport because you could hear the
No,
punches.
no, I didn't say it's better.
You
I said
said
I didn't say it's a better sport. I said it was better not having the crowd there because you could hear the punches. Not comparing
and
it
the
to
coaches,
football.
Yeah.
Football, you need the fans 100%. I'm
Yeah.
saying UFC is different.
The MMA needs the fans, mate, as well. Definitely boxing.
Yeah, MMA fans are not the same though. I mean, there's
They're
no
just
allegiance.
celebrities.
Yeah, it's a different thing. I
They-
think playing football behind closed doors is not good. I think you
No.
can do UFC behind closed doors. You know.
Let me ask you this, okay? So what they're trying to say is, do we make the Premier League 22 teams? Do we get Leeds and West Brom, give them automatic promotion?
You know,
It's becoming ridiculous.
yeah, but
what?
it's not.
So does the bottom three go down, or do they stay? What?
See, there's no good answer, but
I think there's a good answer out there.
I think that's a decent. I mean,
Come on, Con, I want to hear it.
No. I'm still listening to what you have to say because this is the first time I've heard that. But I want to listen to what you have to say, and then I'll tell you what I think.
I think adding 2 teams to the Premier League isn't the end of the world. You know, it's not going to destroy. It's not going to destroy the finances.
How long do they do it for, though? So they do it just for one season, or do
then,
they carry that on?
Yeah, then why not? Then five teams.
And now there's more games. Now there's more games, and they're saying there's too many games anyway because these little flowers that are the players today, these lovely little butterflies, they can't play too many games, can they? Because the sports scientists, the people who are protecting them, the little butterflies, they can't play too many games.
All right, then you allow a bigger squad. You know what's the harm in that?
You tell me.
There's not.
So you think that's okay? So these lovely little cuties, these little butterflies,
I mean, Bundesliga has
they can't play 3-4 more
teams,
games in a season.
Wasn't there? Well, I mean, the Championship does.
Really?
The Championship has what? 24 teams in it. 20.
I want to say 24. I feel like
I think the Championship has 24 teams in it.
Yeah.
They play 46 games.
It's gone. No. Yeah, the Championship does. They play
24 teams.
games.
Yeah.
24 teams. Yeah, 46 games.
Yeah.
See, all this is going to do is add in 2 more teams to the Premier League. It's only going to bump up throughout the leagues, and it's going to go down to non-league.
Didn't the Premiership have more teams at one point?
Yes, they did.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm trying to find it, but
It did, yeah. You're right. It did. But then they cut it down to 20.
yeah.
38 games for the season.
So okay, yeah. So what if they? Yeah, I mean the way they combat the game time thing is by sorting out the League Cup, isn't it?
Well, we mean a nothing cup. The
like,
Man City Cup.
Making it like
the Man City Cup.
Well, making it like the British Cup, and then like more teams. There wouldn't be as many English teams in there, and there'd be less congestion. I think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think adding 2 teams from the Championship who've deserved to come up, Leeds and West Brom, isn't the worst idea.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying there's a good idea. I'm not saying
no relegation, so nobody gets relegated.
It's tough.
What about Fulham, Brentford, and the people on the peripheral?
I mean, to be honest, I truly believe if you finish 6th in the Championship anyway, why do you even have the opportunity to come up?
Third?
Yeah,
what about third?
Okay, but
6th,
how far do you want to go? You know what I'm saying?
That.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have the playoffs, you finish 6th in the league, and
all right.
You could ultimately come up.
Third. All right, how about this? Whoever finishes 3rd gets the same prize money as whoever finished 1st.
Well, what if 3rd place in the Championship played last place in the Premier League, and whoever won stayed in the Premier League?
Yeah,
gladiator style.
Yeah. I think exactly. My opinion was set
that's an
everything
idea.
down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's only
Russell Crowe.
That's
an idea, mate. You know what? You can sling anything out there, can't you? Because there's nothing.
But there is a right.
Nothing will be the right answer.
It's just I would not want to be the people making this decision.
There's a correct way to go about this, and if you piss off most people, who gives a fuck? They're just fans. If you're gonna do this correctly, do it correctly. You know, if you put it up to a vote, there's gonna be a lot of stupid people voting.
I think it would be harder. Look, it would
it's
be.
It's nothing to do with a vote. If it makes sense,
put Chelsea down there, right? Imagine.
What about
that's my argument.
What about listen to this? What about we find a shed where all the VAR refs are? We put them all in there, and we throw something in there with the virus. Kill them all.
I mean, I think VAR might have started this shit in general, but
They've been real quiet lately.
Just wipe them all out. Wipe them all. Start again. They're fucking useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that? Whoever finishes third in the championship gets to be the VAR officials in the Premier League.
They get to do it. They get to post a letter. They post a letter in the letterbox of the VAR shit.
This is actually
the letter.
I thought we were gonna go a whole episode without talking about those VAR holes, but I mean you've brought them in. But you know what?
I can't help it.
I heard a good they were talking about it was probably a joke. In fact, I know it was a joke, but they were talking about playing the games.
It's better
on
be funny now. If you actually have to say it's a joke.
No, I'm not saying it's.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's my joke. I'm saying someone said they were saying about playing the games out on British tankers in the ocean. It's not a joke. I'm not saying it was a joke like that you should laugh at. I'm saying I think someone was joking about it. But,
well, we're not laughing.
All right. Well.
What would be?
Well,
the difference?
no, mate,
well, I'm just saying.
You better redeem yourself right now. Come on. Play it out.
All right. Knock knock.
Explain yourself.
That's not how you answer the door.
Why are you at my door?
Johnny,
Explain yourself.
John, you think I'm not funny?
I wasn't saying.
you're right
I wasn't
that,
saying
yeah.
this was a joke. All right.
All right.
Come on, move on, son. Come
Anyway,
on. All right, move on.
Let's talk. Let's jump into the Barca thing.
Okay, yeah, all right. So we were meaning to talk about this a couple of weeks ago. So Luis Suarez got injured at Barcelona, right? And he was out.
Be playing football.
He was out for 5 months.
Did somebody kill him?
No, he bit someone and he broke his tooth.
And he started coronavirus.
Again?
And he's out for 5 months. And in La Liga, the rule is if you have a player that's out for 5 months or more, you can sign somebody outside of the transfer window within La Liga. So what Barcelona did was they paid Martin Braithwaite's release clause from Leganes. And now the problem was Leganes were fighting relegation. I mean, who knows if this even matters anymore. But they requested to sign a new striker, and that was denied because La Liga said, where does it end? You know, if they sign a striker from another team, then does that team get to sign a new striker? I mean, what do you guys think about that? I think it's a dumb rule to have anyway. It's Barcelona, and they're just catering to their big money bullshit.
I actually think everything's suspended now, so...
Yeah, all right, but we're talking about...
we're just talking about the rule, though. The rule still exists.
A couple weeks ago,
it's a case of the rule being wrong, I think.
Yeah, exactly. The moral of it.
Well, is it UEFA governed?
No, it's the Spanish Federation or whatever.
They must come under UEFA, obviously.
I mean...
No. It's like the FA. They don't come under UEFA, do they?
No, they must. No, well, they all do under FIFA on UEFA.
Yeah, but I think they have their own rules, like the states.
If you look at it, La Liga, they're let's say, I mean, maybe the second biggest that bring in money, the second most profitable league.
Yeah, probably because Real Madrid's
I'm
the biggest brand or second biggest brand.
Yeah, but Barcelona and Madrid get a huge percentage. Way more than even the person that finishes third. They get way more than anything, and they both have teams in the league below that they can put players through the academy and just pick and take them without going through the transfer window.
Right.
You know, I think they did that with De La Feu. And then sold them to Barca B. Exactly. Like, that's unfair to begin with.
Yeah, and those teams can't get promoted either. The ones in La Liga too.
Exactly.
But if it wasn't for them two clubs, that league wouldn't survive then.
Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, that's so unfair. You know, look at a team like Atletico Madrid who have to cheat their way through everything.
So let me pose a question then. If you're Braithwaite, right, the striker for Leganes, and you're fighting a relegation battle with your team. Your release clause gets paid, you could still say no, I think, right?
You're a bitch.
Yeah, would you say... Well, you're at Leganes.
Would you say no?
No.
Well, so where's...
Morally, the way
you're going to say no
to
to Barcelona?
Exactly. Yeah, I think morally...
But knowing that you're just like a side car until Suarez comes back, and then what are they going to do with you? Sell you on?
Just a picture of you in that Barcelona
the way footballers look at it, he's probably going to go, I'm going to go there and prove myself and show them that I'm better than Suarez.
All right.
Which
Good luck.
probably won't happen, but
Or
that's how you're supposed to act as a footballer and believe in yourself and your own ability, you know?
Or, all right, hear me out on this one. Or does he go, okay, I only get to play him maybe twice a year, but now I get a front row seat to watching Messi play 5 times a week.
He's like...
I'm shit anyway.
Look,
I get to watch Messi.
But he's not going to play, is he?
And I'm getting paid. I'm going to hang out in a hot tub
He's
and
not
watch...
going to play, though, is he?
Yeah,
he's not going to play another game.
He's
He's not shit, though, is he?
He's not great. He was at Leganes, like...
Getting
relegated.
If you're getting relegated on La Liga, you're not good enough for the championship.
Yeah.
You know?
Wasn't he... He played for... I should have this. He played for an English team, I think. He played for Middlesbrough but for 2 years, between 2017 and 2019.
My point proven, dude. Probably wasn't...
And then he went on loan to Bordeaux, loan to Leganes, and then moved.
Mate, I'm so proud of you that you've dug that up, by the way.
People give up hope at that point. He's going to sit on the bench and do what? He's not. He's going to be like Bale. Yeah. He's going to go find another sport to play, you know? But he's
Bale? I don't think he's going to be like Bale, is he?
No. But you mean he's just...
you know exactly what I mean.
Gareth Bale's actually going to get a pay rise in China.
I don't think he's going.
No,
he's just opened a golf club in Wales, hasn't he?
No. Who was he? I know he was training with Dad. I was just talking to you about this the other day. He was training with some golfer, and oh my god, I can't remember the name. But he said he's a professional golfer. I'm pretty sure he was English. Could be wrong. He was saying that Bale is pretty much almost could just play golf professionally. He's that good, and he's been playing it that much.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
My mate Johnny Moncur was a scratch golfer. He was like top notch.
All right.
Julian Dick was like -1 or something. So, I mean, it's not unusual for
no, I know, but you're talking about someone that, like, they obviously did that while they were playing football. You're talking about someone that's riding the bench, raking in multi millions a year, and you know, like,
mate, you're saying riding the bench. He shouldn't have been riding the bench.
Well,
should he?
I mean,
he should have been playing.
Yeah, 100%. It's another thing that why I question Zidane, and not that I have a right to question him, but it just seems so. Of course, I can. It's the same thing. Like I've questioned Pep about a few things, and I think Pep is centuries ahead of his time. And
I question Pep. Pep. And
when Joe Hart left and he brought in Bravo, I looked at him and I went, I love what he's doing to the game, but what the fuck was that? That was the weirdest. And then Bravo was just a pile of shit, and still is.
When Pep leaves Aguero out,
you bring in
when he takes him off, I always question him.
Oh, 100%. It's like all the managers that took off Coutinho at the 60th minute. It's like,
he seems to know what he's doing now, doesn't he?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's something that we don't see, because I mean, we're questioning Zidane, we're questioning Pep, and it's like, but I've recently just been watching a bunch of Gareth Bale videos, like a whole compilation before he left to
golf or footy
before he left to Madrid, and to dominate the Premier League that much. Like, you remember him. He started left back Southampton, and he started getting bigger, faster, bigger.
He sprung out from nowhere. He sprung out from nowhere, and he was better than anybody else.
I don't think
anybody else.
I think in my opinion, he's Ronaldo with a left foot who's better. In my opinion.
I just think he's a little bit dumb.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think he's just a little bit dumb.
Yeah, but I think that's outside of football. But then again, I don't know. But his football brain, obviously, I think, is absolutely amazing. I think it's uncomparable. And I've been wanting him back in the Premier League. I don't care if he plays for United. I don't care. I want to see him at the top stage.
My question is, Con, does he love football as much?
That's what I'm saying.
That's my question.
Well, I think Madrid ruins. Madrid ruins players.
Like those fans.
Then leave.
Yeah.
Then leave.
But not to China though.
Don't take £500,000 a week. Take 300,000 a week and go and play football in the Premier League.
How big's your boat gotta be?
That's what I would be. That's my question to him.
Yeah.
You know, do you love football enough
To take a
I
pay
don't
cut.
believe people do anymore. Arnautovic, remember at West Ham when he came and Moyes turned him round, made him a centre forward, and he went to China.
I know, yeah.
Really?
He was
30 years old. You're 30 years old.
He's ruined his
You don't
career.
disgrace the Premier League? Really?
He's ruined his career. That's why I have huge respect for Higuain
What
turning
career?
down.
Have you ever heard of him since? Have you heard of Arnautovic
No.
in China?
I mean, you look at Higuain turned down 750,000. It might have been dollars, but $750,000 a week to go to China, and instead, where do you go? Napoli? I don't know. I don't follow him anymore.
I want to say isn't he still on? He's still at Juventus.
Juventus? Was it Juventus? He's
been there forever.
He
Hasn't
went
he?
somewhere in Italy.
Average footballer, by the way.
Average, but a good finisher.
He's
Yeah,
hard to follow.
you can't knock that. You can't knock.
No, yeah.
He's still at Juventus.
He's
yeah.
like him and Benzema are pretty similar, you know. I think Benzema's just got that little edge on him.
How old's he now?
Benzema?
Benzema, yeah. 28, 29,
Yeah.
maybe.
I thought he was a little older than that.
No.
32.
32?
Seems
Yeah.
it. He's older, but
32.
not for years, mate.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been riding that.
32. Higuain's the same age. They're both 32.
Are you joking me?
No.
Benzema's 32. Really?
Yeah. Benzema's 32. Higuain's 32.
Never seems to get old, does he? He never seems to get older.
I think he's been playing to his age a bit though. He drops back, doesn't he? He's not like
Benzema?
yeah.
Playing to his.
He
doesn't have Bale and Ronaldo. He doesn't have people like because when Benzema played at Madrid with Bale and Ronaldo, he wasn't the striker. You know, he was more.
He's like
a
false nine.
Exactly.
They were
So
born
now-
90s.
Well, he
now-
wasn't the main. He wasn't the main.
The goal
man,
scorer.
You know what I mean?
Even though he
So
was.
sort of slipped in.
Yeah, I
didn't
mean, he's wearing a
He
number
is now.
9.
Undetected. He went undetected because all the notice was put on to Ronaldo.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's their main man now though. He's their top goal scorer.
yeah. But and you see they hold that like number 9 flag behind the goal, and that. But it's like, I don't know. I think he's. a little-
They got lucky. They got lucky because they were going out. I was supposed to be there tomorrow at City Real Madrid. They got lucky because they were
did.
going out.
Yeah.
God knows what's going to happen with the Champions League. You can't look. I think at the last 16 stage, I think it's okay if they just cancel it now because you're not close enough. It's not like the last 4.
Yeah,
as
but then
far as-
is that City's
just say
last,
Liverpool win it and then
You know,
get on with it. Yeah.
like then.
Can you stop the Premier League now? Can you just say that's it?
Well,
No, but
Liverpool-
what's the goal to the Premier League? To win it, right? The main goal.
Well,
you know?
no. There's a lot of dynamics to it. The main goal of the Champions League is to win it. That's the only thing. That's the only outcome you have. If you finish
I
second,
know,
it doesn't
but
mean anything.
someone's
does it?
already won the Premier League.
I understand, but I'm saying there's second through fifth, sixth.
No, I know,
place.
but I'm saying the main goal.
Yeah.
Your main goal. So I think I was just talking to you about it before the podcast. I think Liverpool need to play out just as many games.
Yeah, but that means everyone else has to play out just as many games.
I know. Well, no, I'm saying what Liverpool have to win. What, 2 more?
And City have to lose. If City lose 2 more, Liverpool win 1.
But how
Can
can you?
you do it with the top if you don't do it with the bottom?
Exactly.
No, that's
the whole league would have to
saying
play
that.
out.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, exactly. Like, let's say.
It's a complete clusterfuck.
We'll look at. All right, if you look at Liverpool's teams, I don't have it in front of me, but I think second until 7th or maybe 6th need to play in like a little playoff.
You can't. Yeah.
I think as to be as fair as possible.
What if they? Okay. Yeah.
You know, if this happened earlier on in the season, I would say no
would
one
you-
gets the title.
how would you
but
feel-
Liverpool have won the league.
So let's say for a second that this is all played out and we're good to go back again. And I mean, it's not happening in April. I don't think. I think that's too soon. Let's say May, June. they say let's finish the Premier League out, push the Euros back. I mean, are you happy considering that a normal league till the end if they do?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
I think the Euros is going to be cancelled completely.
Probably pushed back to 2021.
Yeah,
No.
that's amazing.
Well, okay. So
Yeah,
push
you
back
can't.
another year.
Yeah.
So cancelled completely, really. Maybe
Postponed.
2021. What a summer we had ahead of us with the Euros. The end of the season, which the relegation fight was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Put the last 3 teams or the last 4 teams in with, or sorry, put the last 3 teams in the top 3 teams of the championship, and they have a playoff. That makes it as fair.
That's what they do in Bundesliga.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they do it in Bundesliga and Bundesliga too.
Do you realize the financial implications of that?
Yeah.
All right, but the world's on this whole pandemic to where it's not just the football world; it's the world, to where everyone's
the world.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think there's an answer.
I think there is, and I think people need to grit their teeth and.
Well, people are gritting their teeth.
No, like, you need to forget who you're.
I don't know about you two. What have you been doing? Have you put yourself on lockdown?
No, I've been going to work every day. I've been
locked down in the pub.
Yeah, but that's self quarantine. That's not government mandated, is it?
Self quarantine with everybody else in the pub.
Yeah. Connor had an idea though. Let's pretend the Euros are happening. Who's your England 11? We could do that.
Oh, I don't fucking have one, mate. I swear to God.
You have to.
Do you? Let's say everybody who plays in the Premier League who's English.
I think Connor has one. I'd tell you my midfield. I'd have Declan Rice and Phil Foden in there.
Why don't you two tell me, because I haven't had time to look at it?
Yeah.
Why don't you two tell me yours, and I'll agree or disagree with who you have, okay?
Yeah, definitely. So,
okay. Because I would still have Gary Cahill.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we're definitely not asking you then.
Yeah, no one can tell that he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, thanks, Don.
Yeah, I mean, I had to...
Mate, I would have him ahead of David Luiz playing for Arsenal. Trust me.
Right now?
Right now, yeah. I'd have Cahill before David Luiz in my Arsenal team.
So, would you have Cahill over Stones and Maguire?
Yes. You know why?
No.
Because he's a fucking defender. He defends. He throws his body in the way.
Yeah, and gives away a shit ton of penalties.
Yeah, but Phil Jones throws his body in the way.
Well, don't fucking talk about Cahill in the same breath as fucking Phil Jones, by the way.
Why? Because they are the same person?
No, they're not.
So who's in goal then?
Pickford.
Pickford still?
No, you wouldn't go Nick Pope. Nick Pope has the most clean sheets in the Premier League now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, what does that mean, though?
It means he's doing better than Pickford, and...
No, it means Burnley are doing better than Everton. Doesn't it?
Are they?
Well, does it mean Burnley are doing better than Liverpool because they've got more clean sheets than them?
Burnley...
You tell me.
Burnley have 2 more points
They're obviously not.
Burnley have 2 more points than Everton.
You can't gauge a goalie.
He has the most saves. I'm pretty sure as well.
That's because his team is shit.
I'd still have Pickford, but I just
has
think
the most clean
Pickford
sheets.
has. Yeah, but look at the defense. Look at the defenders.
The goalkeeper that has the most clean sheets, and their team is 10th right now. You have to look and say, okay, that goalie's doing something. He probably.
I think Everton take more chances going forward though. Like,
who's the goalie at Watford?
Ben Foster.
Foster, yeah.
I would
Foster.
pick him.
I'm not.
I would pick him.
No, I wouldn't have Ben.
I like him. I would pick.
I think he's the best
English keeper right now.
I still think Joe Hart got a bad.
Ben Foster.
Got a bad.
I would take Joe Hart. I would take Joe Hart, but third.
Well, he's not playing. Yeah, he's still at Burnley.
Yeah,
he's not playing.
Nick Pope. is
because Tom Heaton got sent to
I think
Villa, didn't he?
Nick Pope deserves it in every fucking aspect. I like Pickford.
Ben Foster, mate, the Watford goalie, is the best keeper in England right now, I think.
All right, so right back. I mean,
You got
There's only one
Wan-Bissaka,
right back, mate.
Trent
No,
Alexander-Arnold, and Kyle Walker.
and Trippier as well. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm taking Trippier out of the equation.
you've-
If you can only take two,
Trippier doesn't even come into the equation.
I mean,
he
considering
was doing well at Atletico before he got injured.
yeah, in our World Cup, he was one of our best players.
Yeah, but look,
Alright,
You don't leave Walker out of the squad though.
You take
like you
two,
don't do it.
Yeah, you're taking
you
two
can't
right
leave
backs.
Trent Alexander-Arnold out either, mate.
No,
No, I
no,
think
he's
Trent
a-
Alexander-Arnold
he's gotta-
starts
yeah,
right
he's gotta
now.
cement
But you don't leave Walker out. Wan-Bissaka can do one. Like I just he's
No,
not over
mate.
Walker. Not over
Oh,
Walker.
I don't know.
No
Dude.
way.
Who, Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, no way. Wan-Bissaka over Walker.
He's
Are
been
you
doing well,
kidding
though,
me?
mate.
No,
He's,
he's all
has
right.
been
He's got.
doing well.
I mean, for the future maybe, but he's not better than Kyle Walker.
look, Kyle Walker won't get in because of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I know, but
And you can't play
he
him
can
at centre-back. Gareth, he's tried that before.
Yeah, but I'm not
And it
saying
doesn't
play him as
work.
centre back though. Take him
It
for his.
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
He's not reliable.
So you take
in the middle.
you take Wan-Bissaka over Walker for that reason? That doesn't make any sense.
I would.
No, I wouldn't take
Faster,
any of them.
stronger.
I think
You need two right
Alexander-Arnold
backs.
is-
Yeah, you need take two right backs though. You need.
He's
you
good on
need
the ball.
okay.
I'm not saying
I'll
he's
take-
better than Walker, but I think he's
no, you're not taking Wan-Bissaka over Walker. It's
more
not
of a
happening.
I
prospect.
would now.
No,
You know why?
Yeah, I
You
would.
know why I
I'm not
wouldn't
saying-
I'm turning the podcast off.
Yeah,
Jordy, you know why I wouldn't now?
Why?
Because of his age.
exactly.
That's all.
I
I
love
wouldn't now
Walker.
because of his age. I think Wan-Bissaka's going to be a good player.
Yeah, but he's
I
not
don't
much.
think he's as good as.
He's not
I
much.
don't think he's as good as.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, we have this thing where, because we're related, that we talk over each other all the time. But
Yeah, it makes for good.
All right, what about left back?
well, does it?
left back.
I think
'cause-
Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best right back around.
Well, he's
Anyway,
younger. He's younger than
I still love
Wan-Bissaka.
Kyle-
He's younger than
I still love
Wan-Bissaka. So
Kyle
let's see.
Walker.
Okay, so you're saying Wan-Bissaka because of his age. Trent Alexander-Arnold is 1 year younger than
yeah, but
Wan-Bissaka.
Alexander
So
Arnold's the best right back in the world.
that's what I'm saying. But like,
But he's the best right now.
yeah, take him and
No, he's
take
talking
Walker. Take Walker. I would take Trent and Walker. That's who I would take.
Right,
Okay,
what
but
about
you need
left
a
backs?
reason.
What? What do you mean? I need a reason. Kyle Walker's been doing really. He's
I
been
think-
doing really well for City this season.
I think if you really want to argue about it, I think Wan-Bissaka is good enough. If you have to take Walker, Wan-Bissaka can play on the left.
Okay. Well, moving on to the left.
Never
Let's just.
happened. Never happened.
No. Let's-
You're throwing something out there, mate. Well,
I mean, he's
Ben-
he's lightning.
Ben Chilwell-
and he's
Ben
incredibly
Chilwell
strong.
and
Go on.
Aaron Creswell. Ben
You-
Chilwell, Aaron Creswell are my two left backs.
I mean, yeah, we can't
for England.
look at it like we're always gonna have most of the possession, you know.
yeah. I wouldn't
like,
play Bissaka. I don't rate him
Wan-Bissaka's
really.
a good footballer. So
He's.
what are we
he's-
talking about now? Are we talking about left back now?
if we're talking about we're going out and dominating every single game, we're just delusional, you know. So that's
Yeah,
why,
left back Chilwell. What do you think?
Yeah,
Not Bissaka.
I like Chilwell. I would definitely have Bissaka left back over Cresswell, and I like Cresswell. I like Cresswell as a set piece taker, but I mean, you got someone like Alexander Arnold in your team who's a dead ball specialist to the T. You know, like you
Yeah.
don't need that left sided. You know,
What
so
about?
that's why.
Definitely,
That's why I
definitely
think.
for me, Chilwell, definitely.
That's why
I
you
do
take
like
two left back,
Cresswell,
two
But
right
he's
back.
been utilised. Creswell has been utilised as a third centre back,
He has for
Sometimes.
Yeah.
West Ham, yeah.
and he's done absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
If he was left to just be a left back or a left wing back, I would have taken him above Chilwell. But I think Chilwell just has the edge on him
Yeah.
right now.
What about
Right now.
centre backs then? And I don't think Gary Cahill can be picked anymore, can he?
I don't like any of them, to be fair.
Tamori, Chelsea player. He's probably
No, you're joking. He can't even get in Chelsea, mate.
yeah, because he's injured. He gets in Chelsea
No.
when he's he does. I'm telling you facts right now. He gets in Chelsea when he's fit. He plays every single game. He is the best Chelsea centre back right now.
Well, that's because you have Zuma.
And Rudiger is, I don't
He's a
know
pussy.
how. I mean,
He's a pussy.
he is.
Rudiger's a pussy.
Why does that
He never
sound weird?
stops
You
moaning.
saying that? He's a pussy.
He never stops moaning to the fucking ref.
I know, yeah. He doesn't, and then you find out he's German. You're like, Jesus Christ! I thought Germans were supposed to be the toughest people on the planet. Tomori.
Maybe.
Let's do centre back because we still got. I mean, look at Harry Maguire. In my opinion, during the World Cup before he went to United, and this isn't just because he went to United, I wanted him after the World Cup. I mean, Jordan got me an England shirt, and I wanted to put him on the back because, frankly, I thought we were so shit in the World Cup. It was just easy. Like, if we didn't beat those teams, then it would have been so questionable. Gareth Southgate should have been. I mean, I still think he shouldn't be the manager, but whatever. I think
No
Harry
Stones,
Maguire.
mate. No Stones.
Yes, I'd have Stones and Maguire.
Yeah, there you go. I forgot about Stones. He's been injured so much. But I hate. I don't hate. I dislike Harry Maguire so much now. I think Man United gets there. I think you become like an evil piece of shit the second you put on that red shirt, and it starts. It's the same thing that happened with Mata. He's diving more. I think I was talking to you about it the other day, Jordan. The only person that doesn't seem affected, Nemanja Matic. I'm not just saying that as a Chelsea fan. I'll go at all the Chelsea players that went to Lukaku, that went to United.
Yeah.
I think as soon as you put on that Man United shirt, you just become an evil piece of shit. And that's a fact.
Well, that's an interesting point, Con. I just hate them anyway.
So does that takes us to midfielders then? It depends what formation we're playing. But what do you guys
Well, we
think?
put 4 at the back, so let's do the Sven and Eriksson.
4-4-2.
No, because we don't have 2 good strikers.
No, I would do
4-2-3-1.
I would do 4-3-3. I'd have
4-3-3. Yeah,
I'd have Declan Rice holding midfielder. Even though I think he's still got a long way to go. But like, who else? I think he's
Henderson
solid
every single day of the week.
I would have Phil Foden as one of the attacker mids. What do you mean ballsy?
Very inexperienced, but
that's fine. Like, look what he does for City. He gets in Pep's squad. Like,
that's ballsy. Yeah,
like he's playing 2 positions now.
It's not a risk England would ever take.
It's not. Yeah, Gareth Southgate still hasn't called him up, dickhead. But
Dickhead? Did you say dickhead? Mate,
that wasn't me.
Con, how much are you loving Ross Barkley now?
Or you mean the last 2 games?
Yeah, 2
before
games.
the coronavirus? I love him.
Does he do that though? Doesn't he make it look like he could be a player?
Yeah, he does.
He still
And he
doesn't look
doesn't
like,
again.
even him doing great things, he still doesn't look like he's at his full potential. And that's why...
You know what? I have a soft spot for him though.
I do. I do, because I think he should leave Chelsea, and I think Chelsea's ruining him. Because I love him.
I just wish he would
as a
realise. I just wish he would realise how good he could be, because it would benefit England.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
just
even talk
don't
about
believe.
Luke Shaw for a little
I don't believe he realises how good he is.
Do you think?
I think there's something missing.
What do you think about this? Like, what do you think about the whole idea of pressure on young players, calling them the next Paul Gascoigne?
No, they called him Rooney, didn't they? Did they call him Gascoigne?
The next Gaza.
Right, well, Rooney was the next Gaza.
The 3. I've lost it. Declan Rice, Phil Foden, and
Would you put Madison in there? Barkley?
I'd probably do James Maddison.
You wouldn't do Mount?
No, I'd probably do James Maddison. I'd probably do Declan Rice holding like number 6. I'd do Phil Foden. It's a young
Henderson.
midfield.
Yeah.
No, no, I don't.
Which is how you win games.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think, Dad or Ian or whatever?
You wouldn't put Chamberlain in
I'm
there?
not.
I'll put Chamberlain
I'm
over
not
Madison.
sold. I'm sold on Rice.
Yeah.
Definitely sold on Declan Rice. I think he is the best holding midfield player in the league right now, even though his team is struggling. I think he's the best holding midfield player in the league. And so should play for England.
Yeah.
Madison, there was a lot of hype about him, and I don't believe he's followed through.
Yeah. What
As
about
far as-
Foden?
Mate, I just don't believe he's played enough
Oh, come on.
to start for England.
To
don't,
start,
mate.
I definitely think he should go. One, if he doesn't go, he's been robbed of something. You know.
Ability wise, I would take him ahead of anybody.
Yeah, England aren't gonna play like Pep does.
So who would you have then? You've got Declan Rice, and then you've got, if you are playing a 3, you've got 2 others. If you're playing a 4-4-2, then you've got one other. Who else?
You got like players like Chamberlain, Lallana.
Well, who's going to be fit? Is Ali K going to be fit?
All right, let's say everyone's fit because it could be postponed until next season.
Just assume they're fit.
Delph.
Let's assume everybody's fit.
I think so, just because we don't know when it's, when is it going to be?
Yeah, people could die off from this coronavirus, so
no, they're not
even.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'll tell you one thing.
Mason
I'm not
Mount?
having Dele Alli even in my squad.
Would you put Mount in there?
Mate, probably I would have him in the squad. I don't know if I'd have him in the team.
See,
As long as he stops going for a kickabout with Declan Rice on the weekend.
Just trying to strengthen that midfield. That's all I do.
Right.
But
I don't know. So look. What we're looking at?
Who is your third midfielder?
Sancho. We're looking at Sancho. We're looking at Hudson.
Yeah, they're wingers.
on the wing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but what do we do if we're doing 4-4-2? Are you doing a 4-2-3-1?
No, we're doing 4-3-3.
I had 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
So 2 wingers and a striker you got left.
But Southgate likes playing 3 at the back, doesn't he?
Yeah, but who gives a fuck what Southgate? He is so wrong.
Can't he usually centre forward then?
Rashford.
No. Well, yeah.
Well, you're Chelsea boy.
Oh no,
Who's your Chelsea boy?
No, I can't go Abraham. Not for the Euros, no.
Sammy Abrahams is it what? Look, we're talking about bringing youngsters through.
All right, but we're also.
Is it? Are we going to win the Euros, or are we going to build?
I
remember in 2014.
All right.
Hodgson, I would have taken all the youngsters and used the World Cup in 2014 as a stepping stone.
Yeah, but you're not guaranteed a job. That's why every England manager plays
that's what managers do.
Yeah,
we spoke about it, mate.
I would
remember.
Yeah,
all them years ago.
It gets political, doesn't it?
Exactly. I would have Harry Kane up top, Rashford on the left.
Yeah, I
agree. Because he can do
Sancho
that.
on the right.
Sancho or Hudson-Odoi on the right. Sterling can go fuck himself. And
excuse me.
What? I would. What? I stand by that full-heartedly.
Yeah, well, I'm not his biggest fan, but that's a bit harsh in a way.
No,
I wouldn't pick him. I wouldn't pick him before any of the ones you said. To be honest with you,
I wouldn't pick him even if I liked him, just because of what he just did with this Real Madrid, shit.
Well, sums him up. Really?
Exactly. My point exactly.
Supposedly they're negotiating a new contract with him, but more important.
Well, that's nothing against England, though, is it?
No.
We're talking about the Euros.
Sterling.
It's not against England, yeah.
Sterling's like if Chicharito played on the wing, and Chicharito was shit. So it's like, what
you just insulted West Ham and Man City in one go.
Chicharito isn't a West Ham player, dude.
He's only worth 150 million.
All right.
150 million. Probably now if you sold him. He could be the most expensive footballer in the world.
No,
not for 150 though.
No. What? Yeah, people have already been sold for more than
Neymar was what,
200, yeah.
They could sell him for the record.
No, they couldn't.
I think if this Champions League ban gets cleared, they'll sell him for more. If it doesn't, he's not going to go for a bit, but not a record amount.
No chance. I know Messi is the fit if someone to buy him.
No, he's not going anywhere.
I'm just saying.
Rule him out the market,
Yeah, but I'm saying
he's not sellable, is he?
No.
There's no sale.
Okay.
There's no sale on that.
But
I'm saying,
Raheem
Sterling right now, no matter what we think.
Yeah, he's worth a lot of money.
He could be sold for a world record fee.
I think he could if there was no ban, because
I would take it right now.
Clubs, if there is a Champions League ban or if there's uncertainty, clubs will look at that as him wanting to get out, and they'll get him for cheaper.
Okay, so this
They
whole
won't let him. They won't let him go for cheaper.
this whole virus that
What, they don't let
happened.
him go, and then he starts not performing? Like, he hasn't been performing these last couple of months anyway.
The last couple of months, dude. All right, let's say. All right, you said City paid more than what they made, right? That's why they're banned from the Champions League.
Yeah, so the whole thing was they spent more than the income.
Do you know how much the difference was?
Off the top of my head, no, because what they're saying is the
was
numbers they reported were a break even, and UEFA's saying that they lied about it.
Okay, so even if they sold Sterling for
It doesn't matter now.
I know,
it doesn't
but-
matter now. It's a different
All right.
fiscal year, isn't it?
What was we getting on to? We were
I
talking
dunno.
about the Euros.
We've
Your
Euros.
line up for England. Your
Yeah.
line up for England, yeah.
I think we agreed, right? I mean, up top we've got Harry Kane. On the left we've got Rashford, and on the right we were arguing between Sancho, Sterling,
Harry
Hudson-Odoi.
Kane doesn't do the job. Put Rashford up top. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have Rashford instead of Kane. Harry Kane doesn't get involved in any football matches,
Yeah, but he's like he
touch the
can
ball.
he can at least finish.
especially England. He doesn't get involved in the game. He's not. He might as well not be there.
England are so static. It's like, honestly, watching England in a tournament seems like they've never trained with each other. And they're one of the only teams where every single person in that team plays
from a
in that
different
country.
club. Yeah, but from a different club,
But
though.
also plays in
That's
that
not
country.
fair though, because look at Germany, it's Bayern Munich. Look at Spain, it's Barca
Yeah.
with a few Madrid
That's true.
players. Look at Italy, it's Juventus.
Yeah, well, England
That's
tried
true,
to
yeah.
do it with Tottenham, didn't he?
They
tried to do it
and they
with
should have
Liverpool.
they should have done it with
Tried to do it
Liverpool.
with
Yeah,
Liverpool, and they tried to do it with Tottenham, and it didn't work.
That's fair.
they didn't try. I don't think they tried. Yeah, I don't think they did it right though. I mean, I don't think they committed to it. You know, like you try to do it with Tottenham, but then you play Eric Dyer out position, and
In the stands.
Well, our
no, that is his
anywhere
position.
with him. Our position is on the field, isn't it?
I don't mind him number 6, but not. I mean, not for England.
Oh,
I wish
Eric Dyer on the
I
field
wish he
is
was
playing our
better.
position.
I wish he was better because I like his
The way he climbs the chairs.
No,
in the
yeah,
stands.
but
Yeah,
there
but
you go.
that
There you
doesn't
go.
make you a footballer.
Yeah, I know, but his determination and his
Yeah,
Doesn't make you a footballer.
yeah, I don't
He's
mind
not a
him. I think
footballer.
he's.
yeah, but his heart's in the right place. So you know,
Oh, no, that's good.
I don't
His
think
heart's
he's
in
one
the
of
right
the. I don't
place.
think
It's
he's
good,
one of the
Tom.
people that will go for the money. I've never seen him dive
Yeah,
personally,
which is a big trait, I think,
a
in
huge
the modern game.
trait today. Yeah,
But anyway,
Jesus fuck.
I think, yeah, we've done. I think we've hammered that out, and we should definitely wrap this thing up. We just set up the Facebook account. Go find us on there, facebook.com/5pintsin. Go to instagram.com/5pintsin.podcast. You can find us on Twitter. The handle is @5pintsin. We're on Apple
15.
Podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts. Spotify, all those good things. Make sure you follow us on there. So, Ian or Dad or whatever we call
I love
you.
you, son. Jordy, your son. I love you, mate.
Yeah,
I love you, Con.
we love you too, Dad.
no, I've been
no,
disagreeing
I've been there,
with like
Connor.
everything.
Been there, Connor.
Yeah, I've been disagreeing with
Wanna
everything you've
tell
said
me
this
you love
whole
me?
entire podcast.
Do you love
so-
me, Con? Do you love me, Con?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
All right,
I'll
well,
sleep soundly now.
so next week you'll probably still be quarantined in England at the pub.
I
So
hope so, mate.
we'll sort
It's
out
so much fun.
the next episode. But thanks for calling in. We're glad we caught you on 15 and not 25. So
Well, it might be 25. I don't know.
well,
You
made
never know.
you've made up for our 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever we've done.
All right, sunshine.
All right. Well, thanks for listening in, guys. We'll talk to you next week.